let me be very clear. If this had not happened, if we had not been given this award after what we've done this season, SI would be getting a very, very strongly worded letter. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with, hopefully, I know I said this last year, but hopefully Celtic for the final time, because today we are going to be playing the Scottish Cup final and it's against Falkirk and they're in the Championship. So if we don't win after what we've achieved in these 2 seasons, then, well, I'd sack me if I was the board, to be honest, despite everything else. But, well, we shall see, because as you can see, we are the Football Writers Manager of the Year. Much deserved, much deserved. We didn't win the Players Manager of the Year. They went with John Hughes from Ross County, because apparently they value Ross County finishing potentially 4th or 5th more than going unbeaten, maybe. Yeah, if you say so, guys. And quite simply, that is what is on the cards. We could go unbeaten again, potentially 2 seasons unbeaten, which is a ridiculous way to start the save. We've broken the record for points, 109 points. We've broken the record for number of wins, 36 wins. Yes, this is the situation. Since last time, we have obviously won all of the games, because that's what we do this season. A 6-1 win against Aberdeen. Honestly, we have put Aberdeen to the sword. I mean, 14 goals. 14 goals in the last 2 games, considering they're the only team so far to take points off us in the league all season. That's quite impressive. A 2-0 against Dundee United. Adam Eder, 2 from him again. A 2-0 against Rangers. We've won all 4 Old Firms that we've played, and a 3-0 against Hamilton. Yes, it's very, very good. Here's the table. It's just wonderful. If we avoid defeat against Ross County, we're going to be unbeaten. I mean, to be fair, Ross County have got into Euro Cup 2. That's a pretty good achievement. I take back my criticism of John Hughes. Fair enough, that is deserved. But yeah, we could get 112 points. We are 2 points off potentially maximum points. It's kind of ridiculous. We've conceded 8 goals all season. Yeah, it's time to move on. Hopefully we can do that, because we cannot top this unless we win every game, I suppose, but I think that's probably pushing our luck. So let's get this one done and out of the way. I'm going to go full strength because I want to get it done. 2 unbeaten seasons. Ridiculous. I mean, you could count on one hand the number of unbeaten seasons I've ever had on the game. To have 2 in a row, you're kidding me, right? But this is the reality. We're about to do it if we avoid defeat against Ross County. So I say we're going to go full strength. Obviously, we've had quite a few injuries. Ryan Fredericks is all right. I might not start him, actually. We'll start Ralston, just purely because I don't want any fitness issues before the final. Adam Eder's had a little bit of an injury, but he should be okay for this one, at least for the first half. But obviously other people, McGregor's still out, Christie's still out, Greg Taylor has got injured as well. All of them should be absolutely fine for the Scottish Cup final. It's just if we can just sort of survive today, that would be preferable. So with that in mind, it's going to be Barkas, Bolingoli, Julian, Aya, Ralston, Incham, Ferguson, Mallon, Dembele, Forrest and Eder. Stevie Mallon has slipped down below an 8 rating, which ordinarily I wouldn't be bothered about, but he has actually, I guess it's just his recent form. Overall, he's got an 8.07, an 8 rating. I've never had anyone get an 8 rating for the season, ever. It's ridiculous. It's wonderful. I love it very, very much. Let's just get this done, ticked off before we get onto the main event. And that is hopefully escaping Scotland. Right, the plan for this one is simple. Go 2-3-0 up, then take Eder off, take Mallon off, just Julian off probably as well. Keep them safe, keep them in cotton wool, ready for the cup final. I'm not massively bothered if we don't win, as long as we don't lose. Like, that would be fine. Julian goes close. Yeah, a draw, I'll take that. No highlights, 0-0, fine by me. Here's Mallon, star of the save so far, and it's a good opportunity for Dembele. Dembele has really done very well this season, especially the second half of the season, in the absence of the frequently injured Chrissy. Corner in, Julien, he's hit the woodwork, I think, or at least it's bounced very weirdly. And I just looked down and I missed the actual goal that we just scored. Lewis Ferguson, an underrated hero. He has just been consistently brilliant, controlling the midfield. It's a free kick for Mallon. It's another assist for Stevie Mallon. What a ball in. Ferguson makes it 1-0. We're on our way to ridiculous history. Of course, Ross County have had a brilliant season. They're going to be in Europe next year. Well done to them. But I would very happily put them to the sword today, if we can. Ferguson, the goal scorer, racing forwards. It's not a great cross. Didn't really have much time to get it in. It was closed down well, but pulls it back to Ralston. Plenty of options in the box if he can find them. Beats the defender again, whips it in, and it's the woodwork again. Hopefully this isn't any sort of omen. Well, we'll come forwards again. A second will surely seal this. Ferguson whips it in for Mallon, and Stevie Mallon grabs a deserved goal. He's got 20. I didn't even realise. 20 goals. And then I've not even been keeping track of his assist number recently. It's got to be like close to 40. Absolute ridiculous season. Joke of a season from Mallon. Joke of a season from Ida. Brilliant joke though. Spittle, free kick for County. They could get a goal back here. Mallon with a defensive clearance as well, and we can break. Forest, they've got 2 people back. Ida, he's in for 3. Of course he is. 46 goals for Adam Ida. Why not do a cartwheel, mate? Obviously a star of the Norwich save, a player I've used frequently in multiple saves. He's never done anything like this. Like 30 kind of been the maximum. He's nearly got 50 goals. I know it's Scotland, but still. Delighted with your performances, boys. Just keep it up. In fact, let's be sensible here. We're going to drop the tempo down to a standard one. Let's not exert ourselves too much. We've got a big game in a week's time. An absolutely must-win game. Could be 4 early on here in the half. Bolingoli, who's actually done quite well in the absence of Greg Taylor, pulls it back to Forest. Mallon trying to wrestle control, pulls it back to Ferguson. Forest is there, and Forest with a flash shot in for 4. It's done. Adam Ida's going to come off right now because don't want to risk him at all. And you know what? Stevie Mallon as well for good measure. And there we go. Celtic 4, Ross County 0. I don't even really know how to quantify this. 112 points. We have won 37 out of 38. We are unbeaten again for 2 years in a row. Take that, Brendan Rodgers. Didn't get that. He only did once. Brief update from the board, and I mean, overwhelmingly positive, as you would probably expect, considering we've just gone unbeaten for 2 years in a row. I'm not going to ever get over that. We're never going to surpass this. Whoever else we manage to save, we're never going to do better than this, are we? Unbelievable job. Clearly the right manager for the job. I mean, I hate to tell you guys, probably going to be leaving in the summer, almost certainly. Right, I should say Anthony Ralston. I mean, he's upset. He wants to leave. He's wanted to leave since January, pretty much. Tried to get rid of him in January. No one wanted to buy him. No one came in for him at all. And now every day he keeps saying that I haven't kept my promise to get rid of him. Well, no one wants you, mate, and the transfer window's closed. So, I mean, your contract's up. You can just leave. Like, no one cares. But that's only part 1. This is part 2. This is what we need to do today. It's the Scottish Cup final. Obviously, last year didn't go to plan. But this year, against Falkirk, a championship side, they finished 4th in the championship. They're not even going to get promoted. And yet they've made the Scottish Cup final. Who have they had to beat on the way? Ross County, of course, in the semi-final we saw. Quarter-final was St Johnstone. They've knocked out Motherwell as well. This is maybe not going to be straightforward. Well, it should be straightforward. We're Celtic. It should be fine. We didn't do a team meeting last year. Do we do one this year? I mean, maybe. I don't think so, though. We're not going to do one. I'm backing them to not do it. Ralston's here again. He wants to leave. I haven't offered you too many other cards because I won't be able to replace you until the next transfer window. I'll do so then. That's what we agreed. And now he's fine when I say that every day, but he's causing issues in the press. I mean, a joke. Apparently Falkirk's key man is Ewan. He's just called Ewan. That's it. That's his name. Is he Brazilian? A Brazilian Scot? I mean, okay, he's got Spanish nationality. That makes sense. A number of people would agree your win over Arbroath was the highlight of the run to the final. Not beating Rangers. It was when we beat Arbroath. I mean, we did win 8-0, I think, so it was quite good. Right, no slip-ups, no mistakes. We go as full strength as possible to get this done. We need to win it. We absolutely do. So, team, what do we do? Most players are back from injury, which is good news. Taylor, McGregor, Christie, they're all back. I mean, I'm going to bring Fredericks in for sure over Ralston, especially as he wants to leave. He's not even going to be on the bench. Bolingoli's in good form, and Taylor, he's not fully fit. So, I don't know. Taylor's been so good this season. We're going to have to start Taylor for sure. The wings, I'm not quite so sure. McGregor makes the bench, I think. Although does he? Because Turnbull's been so good. McGregor's actually been really bad this season. He's not even going to get on the bench. That's the decision. Christie, I'm not going to start him because whenever we do that, it goes wrong. So therefore, Barkas is in goal. The defence is restored. Taylor, Julian, Ayer, and Fredericks. And Cham, Ferguson, and Mallon is the phenomenal midfield. Forrest starts on the left. Dembele is going to start on the right because he's in form. And Adamida, obviously, is going to be up front. How many assists does Mallon have? 29 in the league. 38 overall. Nearly 40 assists. Ridiculous season. And that's Ballon d'Or form. I mean, alright, he's in the SPL, so it won't matter. But, well, there we go. Right. We should have won last year. Obviously, it would have been good if we won last year. But I think in many ways, hopefully our reputation will be better with another season. But we've got to get the win now. And obviously, it's been a really fun season overall. We've done some ridiculous things. Let's make sure this is our final match in charge of Celtic. Let's end on a high. Kick-off highlight. Falkirk kicking off. Are we going to concede instantly? Let's not, shall we? Greg Taylor, don't do anything stupid, mate. That's the only selection dilemma, I guess, is him. He's been out for a couple of weeks. Had his ribs kicked in. That's why he wasn't here. Mallon's been tackled. This is not looking great, is it? Julian intercepts. Come on. Let's just get a goal right from the off. Put them to the sword. Destroy them. I don't want a contest. I don't want an entertaining game. I want to win. Ida's got there. He's in. Adam Ida. That's what we want. Exactly what we want. He wants that trophy. He wants a treble. 47 goals for Adam Ida. He will never do as well as this in the rest of the save. Mark my words. He only plays well when I'm managing him. That's just how it goes. The AI doesn't know what to do with him. Doesn't know what to do with him. Fantastic finish from Adam, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. And that is what we need. Now let's just get a few more. Don't give him any way back in. 3-0, 4-0 by the break. We'll be laughing. Corner, our specialty. Mallon in. Julian, it's close. He needs a goal. It's a cup final. A man for the big occasion. Take two. Mallon in again. Julian, close. Ayer was with the follow through, but we hit the post again. I mean, considering we scored from, well, the kickoff highlight, we are only 1-0 up. Let's please go 2-0 up. Fredericks across. There we go. Karamoko Dembele, the breakout star of the season. 2-0. It should be fine. I mean, there shouldn't be any doubt about beating a championship side after what we've achieved this season. We've beaten Bayern Munich twice. We went to penalties against Inter Milan. We beat Man City. We haven't lost a league game in our entire time in charge. This should be absolutely straightforward, but just something about this game after what happened against Rangers last year. We need it done. We need it done. No mistakes. We're 2-0 up. It should be fine. If we go 3-0 up, it should be absolutely straightforward. Forest with a terrible strike. 45 minutes to go. It's looking good. I mean, Falkirk have not really offered much. A bit of possession. They've had one shot and it was off target. So, I mean, it'd be one of the biggest football miracles ever if they came from 2-0 down against the all-conquering Scottish champions. But stranger things have happened, I suppose. Mallon flicks it forward. Ida's in. They're not happening today. 3-0. Adams 48th of the season. If we're going to leave him on, can he get to 50 goals? Can he do it? It's a party atmosphere here at Hampden. We are absolutely rocking. I say it's a party atmosphere. It's a party atmosphere for us and our fans. For everyone else, it's a horrifically miserable experience because this is... I mean, what do you do? What do you do? As the rest of the SPL, what do you do? You've seen Celtic go 2 seasons without losing a single league game. We didn't win the treble last year. We were quite unlucky in the cups, but we're going to win a domestic treble this year. Actually getting to the knockout stages in Europe for 2 years running as well, which is impressive. Mallon, he's wanting another assist, flinging balls in all over the place. Stevie Mallon goes to the strike, not very good. I mean, it's safe to say we've conquered Scotland. It is conquered, it's done. And will we see some of these players again in the future? Well, with the rules, it might be difficult. I mean, we can always bring one back. Forest makes it 4. We can always bring someone back with the former player wildcard. And quite a few of them, Aya, for example, are not one of the 8 nationalities of the countries we're going to be managing in, so we can bring one of them back as well, maybe. But I don't know. It's been great fun. We will check in on these boys, of course, and all the clubs who manage it throughout the save, see how they got on. It's going to be interesting to see how well Ida does, how well Mallon does, how well Julian does with a different manager, either at Celtic or at a different team altogether. I mean, I don't want to say it's been a bit of an anticlimax, but I suppose it's been a bit of an anticlimax, but then you would expect us to annihilate Falkirk. They're in the Championship, and we have done. It's 4-0. We'll make a few changes. Adam's not going to get to 50 goals, but we will protect his career future. We'll take him off, and there we go. The Scottish Cup is done, the treble is done, and the most important thing, Scotland for the challenge is done. The league and the cup are won. It means, quite simply, we can now leave. Pretty fantastic. We have not lost a game all season except for the Champions League group stage defeat to Manchester City, and we lost the second leg against, I think it was Partizan Belgrade in the qualifiers, having won the first one 5-1. So 2 defeats all season and only 2 draws. We drew the first leg we drew both games against Inter Milan, didn't we? Obviously we did lose technically on penalties, but not in the full time frame, and that draw with Aberdeen otherwise wins the entire way through, and that is pretty fantastic. I think it's time to outstretch my arms for the final time. Congratulations, boys. Well done. I mean, I say for the final time, obviously that's the plan. That of course depends on being able to get another job, which requires there to A, be a job that we want to go to, B, that we get an interview, and C, that we pass the interview. That might not happen. I'm not going to quit. If we don't get a job, we'll still be here, but we will be looking for a new job at the earliest available opportunity, and we will be leaving Celtic mid-season if need be. With that in mind, we'll go through the end of season review stuff, and then we'll have a look. We'll go forward a little bit, see what jobs are available, and then I will be back next time. We'll be back next time with hopefully a new club, but we'll see what the options are. So there we go. What a year it's been. Why is the Scottish Cup not licensed, but the League and the League Cup are? That makes no sense, unless that is actually inaccurate. That's not an accurate representation of the Scottish Cup, is it? That's the generic cup. Anyway, here's the end of season review. It's been pretty glorious. Signing of the season will obviously be Stevie Mallon. 20 goals and 40 assists. An absolute joke. Ida, 48 goals. Yeah, we made some good signings. It's been fun. You can't the board, what they say, A+ for the league, obviously. B+ for the Champions League. Would have been nice to beat Inter Milan, I suppose, but C+ for the cup, even though we won it. That's a bit harsh, really. It's been glorious. It's been completely and utterly glorious. I'm disappointed no one's been getting Mallon and Ida on their shirts. Callum McGregor's barely played this season. We've got new heroes here. Team of the year, Barkas, obviously. I mean, it kind of writes itself, really. Taylor, Aya, Julian, Fredericks, and Cham, Ferguson, Mallon, Dembele, Forrest, and Ida. Look at the average ratings. I know it's Scotland, but still, we've been sensational. And we won every single Manager of the Month award. We won every single one, as you'd expect. Football Writers Manager of the Year as well. The personal accolades are not important, but they also are very good. Most assists by a player in a season, Stevie Mallon with 40, obviously, makes sense. 41 clean sheets for Barkas. He's been sensational too. 15 Player of the Match awards for Mallon. He obviously wins Player of the Season, deservedly so. Young player is Lewis Ferguson. Gets Goal of the Season too. Ida with 48 goals is top goal scorer. Absolutely insane. I mean, the 40 assists is a joke. Absolute joke. He just about gets an 8 rating overall. What can you say about Stevie Mallon and Adam Ida other than fantastic? Untoppable. Literally untoppable. We dropped 2 points all year. Other than winning the Champions League, you can't do any more. We'll never do better than that. It's the perfect way to depart. And while it would have been nice to win the Cup last year, I'm quite happy that we had another season because of how well it's gone. It's just been sensational. We'll do the team meeting. I'm not going to tell them that we're going to be leaving. We're going to win the league again next year, obviously. I mean, not that we're going to be here. Now, this was obviously an issue that was coming. Stevie Mallon is unhappy that we didn't play him in his preferred role, even though he's just had one of the greatest seasons in football history, potentially the greatest season in the league's history, and he's upset he didn't play in the role that would clearly not have done as well as this. Surely he's extremely annoyed that you've just had an 8 rating. You got 40 assists, Stevie. Who cares about what role you played in? I mean, can I just tell him, yeah, I think you've done a tremendous job there. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, just point out the fact that he's had the best season of his entire career and one of the best seasons ever seen in football. Yeah, just get over it, mate. I was right, your agent was wrong. The full stats as well. I mean, Julian, we've not even really mentioned him. He got 30 goals. He's got so many goals. Over 50 goals in 2 seasons is insane from a centre-back. Some of the performances we've had have been beyond comprehension. But we'll hold on. We'll see this sort of actual full league awards. I'm quite hopeful Mallon will win Player of the Year. It'd be insane if he didn't. And then we'll have a look and see what jobs are available. I don't think there's going to be as many as last year. There was quite a few good ones last year. Ralston, just shut up, mate. I don't care. Well, Kilmarnock have just been relegated, which is unfortunate for them. But here we are. Record high points total for Celtic. 112 points is a new Scottish Premiership record, as you would probably expect. Stevie Mallon wins Player of the Year. Well done, mate. Very well deserved. Football Writers Player of the Year for him as well. Top goal scorer is obviously Adam Ida with his ridiculous tally. Wins Young Player of the Year as well. Fully deserved. Writers Young Player of the Year award as well. Just, it's been insane. Somehow we don't completely pack out Team of the Year. We dominate. Barkas, Aya, Julian, Fredericks, Mallon, Ferguson and Ida. Obviously the game always defaults to a 4-4-2. Surprised Greg Taylor didn't miss out, but I guess Barisic is quite good. So there we are. There's no more words available to explain. Here are the jobs. I didn't think there'd be that few. Obviously these are the guys that have been sacked. There may well be some better jobs available down the line if people move to a different club. Some more sackings will probably happen, but that's not very good, is it? None of these teams are really the level we want, except really kind of Eintracht Frankfurt, I guess. Well, we'll apply for them, but how about the security of people? Who's insecure? Napoli? That's an option. Otherwise, no one. How is no one in danger of losing their job? When you compare this to last season, how many jobs were available? I mean, seriously? Have some leagues not finished yet? I mean, Spain's done. I think actually most of them are done. Well, typical. We need to go, and there's virtually nothing. I mean, we go to Swansea? I mean, Frankfurt might be it by default. Well, I mean, as I say, I'll go through the summer, see if anything comes up. But if we have to stay, I know I said we played the last game for Celtic. If we have to stay for a bit, we will. But because we've now done everything we need to do in Scotland, we can now jump ship at the first available job. We don't have to stay till the end of the season. So if someone gets sacked in October, November, we can go straight there. We don't have to wait around. Any opportunity we can get, we can go. So at least there's that. But hopefully something else exciting comes up in the summer, because I'd rather move and have a full season than inherit someone else's mess after they've been sacked. But we shall see. We shall see. Let me know down below what you think of the season. Where do you think we will end up next? Where do you hope we will end up next? But that is going to be that for today. There's the graphic. That's the situation. Still so much to do. 18 years to go. It's going to be tough. We really need a job to happen. And we'll be back next time, hopefully with a new club, but that's kind of dependent on what the AI decides to do to all of its various managers. But of course, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well. Ready for next season and the challenges we still have to face. And I will see you next time, wherever that may well be.